Hey guys, today it's my birthday. My daughter got me this little happy birthday thing to wear and she requested that I show it on here. So we're going to get started. I've got my hickory chips fired up in my smoker. It's preheating up. Today with our surf and turf, we're going to do tomahawk steak. We're going to do some lobster tails and some blackened shrimp. I'm going to do a reverse sear on the tomahawk whenever we get going. I'm going to do that over there on my great Blackstone griddle. So after we get this up to temp, then we'll get that part done. If you went to a restaurant to get this meal, you might be paying upwards of $200 for this plate. So why go to a restaurant when you know for sure that you can do it better yourself? I'm going to teach you how today. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with the tomahawk. Now this is something that I do the day before. What I do to this is I end up dry brining it. And a dry brine makes this thing nice and juicy inside, as well as gets the salt penetration deep down into the meat. That way it gets great flavor down deep. You can see the marbling on it. It looks beautiful, and I can't wait to get it started. The dry brining process is very, very easy. All you have to do is salt the meat on every side. Now on this, you're going to want to do it liberally because this cut of meat is 2.5 to 3 inches thick. So you want to get a good coating of salt all the way around so that salt penetrates down deep. You'll notice here later that the salt does not penetrate into the fat. It only penetrates into the meat. And as it penetrates into the meat, it also tenderizes the meat. So that's why I use this process. Next, you just lay it on a rack over top of a baking dish. That way air can circulate all the way around it. So then you just put it in your refrigerator for 24 hours. Once it comes out, it looks something like this. Notice that the salt did not penetrate into the fat, it only penetrated into the meat. So now we do the same process with your pepper, onion, and garlic, seasoning everything nice and liberally all the way around, making sure you even coat the edges. That way you get good seasoning all the way around your meat. Next, we're going to pop in our handy dandy friend, the meat stick. That way we can keep an accurate account of the temperature inside the steak. Next, we wrap around some butcher's twine and tie it. That way the integrity of the fat cap holds up whenever it comes out for the sear. Now we pop it into the smoker over top of hickory wood for approximately 2 hours until the internal temperature reaches 125 degrees. Next, it's time to prep our shrimp. So we go ahead and get our shrimp into a bowl and we coat them with extra virgin olive oil. Now if you were throwing these on the grill, you'd want to use something with a higher smoke point like avocado oil or grape oil. But since these are going into the smoker, extra virgin olive oil will work just perfect. Next, we coat these shrimp with some blackened seasoning. Now I must mention that these shrimp are deveined, detailed, and peeled, so they will be ready to go. I didn't video it, but all you got to do is mix it up. Okay, the internal temperature of our steak is up to about 108 degrees, so the shrimp take about a half hour to 45 minutes to do, so we're going to go ahead and get them in. Now we're going to prep our lobster tails. All we got to do here is split them down the middle at the top, split the top open, and get them on the skewers. That way they're ready to go on top of the Blackstone. Alright, the steak is at 120 degrees, so right now I'm going to put some mesquite chips in the bottom for the shrimp just to spice them up a little bit. I'm also going to crank it up to 250 to finish them off. Alright, the steak is coming out now that it's reached an internal temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to spray it down with a little clarified butter here. I'm going to give it a little drizzle of rosemary. We're going to put the clarified end down. Now we give this side about 4 minutes and same on the other. We're going to hit it with a little clarified butter again. Sprinkle a little rosemary. We're gonna get it turned over here. And that's sear. Look at that sear. This is how reverse searing's done, folks. These big old boys right here, might want to go ahead and sear the sides a little bit too. Alright, we've reached 130 degrees. Look at that. Time to get our lobster tails on. For our lobster tails here, just got our skewer. I'm going to put them down. Get a little bit of clarified butter in there. Old friend, Old Bay. I'm going to get these shells open real good there. I'm going to get some water. We're going to let them go 10 minutes while our steak's resting. Okay. Let's get these beautiful little shrimpies out of here. Our steak has rested 10 minutes. Now we're done. Now let's take a look at our surf and turf we've just done. Man, doesn't it look beautiful. Can't wait to take a bite. Look at that there, boy. That is perfect. What better meal can you ask for than this? Regular surf and turf. Go ahead and give the shrimp a try. Good mesquite flavor. Wondering if that would come through in the end, but it certainly did. Give the steak a try. That is good. Get our lobster out of there. Good buttery flavor. Like the Old Bay in there. Clarified butter. That's normally what you get at the restaurants anyway. So make your own. If you want to know how to make it, let me know. I can tell you. Or you can search for it on YouTube. Plenty of videos, I'm sure. My wife was kind enough to make me some pasta salad, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and a bun. What more can you ask for on your birthday? Why pay over $200 at a restaurant when you can do it yourself? That's it for West Virginia Smoking, Grilling, and Outdoors today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one.